Hello and welcome. I'm Jane Werwand, the founder of Dermalogica, and I'm joined again by Dr. Diana Howard, our head of research and development, both for Dermalogica products and, of course, the International Dermal Institute, which researches Dermalogica products, as it says on every single package. Today, we're going to talk about a subject that's very close to my heart, and I know you have a lot of questions about it because we hear them, and that is all to do with protecting ourselves from ultraviolet light. Now, some years ago, we spoke at length here at Dermalogica about making a shift from talking about sun protection to start to talk about daylight protection. And I think it's really important. And if there's one legacy that I would like to leave behind in the industry at some point, is that we stop discussing sun protection and we start using the phrase daylight protection. And I think that's important, Diana, because when you say the word sun protection, and listen, you and I have been alive long enough and in the industry long enough that we remember, before it was called sun protection, it was called sun tanning products.
Right.
And then when we realized that, you know, UV light was bad for the skin, it became sun protection products.
Right.
But when you say the word sun protection to most clients, they think what you're saying is use this product if you plan on going out in the sun and sunbathing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we should be teaching our clients. We need to be educating our clients that it is about protecting the skin from daylight.
Right.
You know, whether it's the middle of summer or the middle of winter, whether you are out on the beach or playing sports, or you happen to just be going out to pick up your morning newspaper, if your skin is meeting daylight,
Mm-hmm.
your skin is meeting ultraviolet light, and that has a potential to prematurely age you, cause skin cancer, increase pigmentation, and generally wreak havoc on the skin.
Absolutely.
If there were one product that I was forced to choose to take with me to a desert island, I suppose, or anywhere really, I'd after special cleansing gel, maybe, it would be one of our fantastic daylight protection, UV light protection products, because I don't go anywhere without a sunblock. Not only do I want to avoid skin cancer, which of course I do, but I also want to avoid as much premature aging as I can and pigmentation. So it's not just a health issue, it's an appearance issue as well. They're intertwined. And I know how much passion and energy and research and work you and your team put into developing our protection products. So tell us a little bit about what makes them so special, because it's the reason that I, cannot use anything else.
Well, I think the thing that people don't realize is, aside from just protecting your skin from the UVA and UVB, and incidentally, sunscreens were originally developed for the Navy, so sailors could be on the ships and not get burnt. Back then, we had no idea that there was more than just the burn to worry about,
right.
the UVB, but there was UVA.
Right.
We had no idea back then when the
we
first
connected
sunscreens.
everything, all the damage to do with the burning
Absolutely.
aspect.
And now we know UVA is probably more critical in terms of cancer causing
right.
and premature aging to
and
the
that's
skin.
the suntan beds. I
Yes.
mean, just because they
should
don't
be
burn,
banned.
absolutely. When you see people that what I call tanorexic,
Yes.
they just won't stop tanning,
Yes.
especially young teenagers. I
Mhm.
find it very disturbing, this whole idea of promoting tanning. Even when people say it's a spray tan,
Right.
it's still encouraging tanning.
Mhm.
I mean, we actually discontinued. We had a self-tanner some years ago. We discontinued it because it just didn't really sit
Right.
well with us. It still encourages that aspect.
And I think the thing that really sets Dermalogica apart is we did research and found about 8 years ago that there are two factors that are really critical that have to be taken into account with the use of sunscreen. One, people don't apply enough. When you see an SPF of, let's say, 30 on a product,
Right.
that is done by certain testing that the United States Food and Drug Administration mandates we follow that protocol. And that protocol states that you take a measured, precise amount and apply it to a precise area of skin.
And it's a lot of product.
It's a lot of product. Needless to say, numerous studies have been done, and the average person puts 25% of what they need to put to get that SPF. So if you're putting an SPF 30 on your skin and you're putting what a typical consumer is going to put on, you're probably only getting maybe an SPF of maybe 5 or 6.
See, I see a lot of people applying their sun products in about the same amount as they would a moisturizer.
Right. You need a teaspoon for the face.
Oh,
You need a
that's a lot.
shot glass for the body.
That's like
a
applying a mask.
huge amount.
That's
And
a lot.
you combine the fact that people aren't applying enough with the fact that many scientific groups have shown that the sunscreen only protects against about 55% of the free radicals that are forming as a result of exposure to the UVA and UVB. What does this mean? So you can feel like you're doing a good job, you're being very diligent, you're wearing your SPF, whether it's 15 or 20 or 30, but the problem is you're not quenching the free radicals that are forming. And what this means is this can still cause skin cancer. This can still cause damage and irritation and inflammation to the tissues. So what they found was Dr. Carrie Hansen at one of the universities in Illinois developed a microscope, a fluorescence microscope. And in this, she was able to look at the skin, the stratum corneum, even the layers in the epidermis. And when she was shining typical UVB and UVA radiation on that skin, very typical of what you'd get from walking outdoors, she could actually depict the amount of free radicals that formed on the skin. And what she found is if she combined the sunscreen with antioxidants, and in particular tocopherol or vitamin E and ascorbic acid, vitamin C, that she could boost the ability of the sunscreen to quench these free radicals. And so we took this knowledge and we developed the UV Smart Booster technology. This is a capsule, a little capsule that we put in all of our formulas, and in it are the antioxidants. So when you apply this to your skin, you are distributing this UV Smart Booster technology capsule filled with antioxidants along with the sunscreens on your skin. And because we want to maximize the protection they give us, they're in this capsule that's made up of DNA. This DNA only opens up or breaks down when it's exposed to UV.
Oh, I love it.
So when you put it on in the morning, maybe in your bathroom, and you're walking around the house, you're indoors, you're not exposed to UV.
You're insulated.
It's completely insulated. The capsules are intact. When you go outside and are exposed to UV, the UV breaks open that DNA capsule, releases the antioxidants, and now we get maximum protection of those free radicals.
They're on a mission.
They're
They're Mission
amazing.
Impossible capsules.
Yeah,
that's the technical term for them right now.
And this is, I mean, nobody is using this technology but
fantastic.
Dermalogica. It's unique to us. It's in all of our products with the exception of our waterproof spray because we could not solubilize it in there. In that particular case, we put the antioxidants free into the formula. So you get not maximum protection like you do with the UV Smart Booster technology, but at least you're getting some antioxidant protection.
And that is a unique product in and of itself because it is really, to my knowledge, the only alcohol-free spray or dry oil, as it feels, sunblock on the market.
And you know, we talked earlier about how we make products and have the process of developing products.
Right.
And this was one of those products that, if you recall, you said I wanted an alcohol-free, and I said it can't be done. And I talked with all the sunscreen suppliers, and they said it can't be done. And lo and behold, with a lot of tenacity in a laboratory, our chemists were able to come up with a formula where it could be alcohol-free and waterproof.
You see, I just think when someone tells me it can't be done, it means that they haven't quite found the way to do it. But the way exists. So you're right. Our sunblocks are a testament to not just our commitment to skin health, but also skin beneficial formulas that have embedded technology in them to enhance and increase whatever performance function they're meant to be delivering. And it is never too soon or too late to start using a sunblock and use it every single day, 365 days of the year, even if you're on an aeroplane, because if it's daylight in the plane, you're actually getting a lot of UV light right there, sitting there. So please remember to protect your skin, educate your clients about using sun protection and thinking of it as daylight protection, and just know that we've always got your back and your face.